today. Could I ask you your names and where you're visiting Japan from?
So my name's Ben, and I'm from England originally, but I'm currently studying in Sydney.
Okay, lovely, thank you.
And my name's Luca, and I'm visiting from Brisbane, Australia.
Lovely, okay. And can I ask you guys, both of your stories, why you decided to come to Japan?
I've always been curious about Japan. I think online, when you look at videos of it, it looks so different from the sort of places we're used to growing up in. So I think just putting yourself in somewhere like super different is kind of exciting. I'm curious to see what it's like.
Okay, lovely, thank you.
Well, when I was younger, I was into a lot of the Japanese pop culture. So it was a place I always wanted to come to. And right now in Australia, it's probably the hotspot for tourists. Most people are coming to Japan.
Just expanding on the pop culture point, was it manga or like anime or?
When I was young, Pokemon and Beyblades, and then a bit of anime.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm a fellow like Pokemon fan as well. Okay, so could you tell me about like how long you're staying and whether you're going to stay in Tokyo or whether you're traveling around? Just a bit about your itinerary.
Yeah, so I plan to stay for around 3 weeks. I don't really have a specific plan yet, which I kind of like. I think Luca agrees with that. It's quite fun to come somewhere and not have a set idea, because then you end up sort of experiencing stuff you didn't expect. So I plan to go as rural as possible as well. Do the obvious stuff like Tokyo, Osaka, Kyoto. But I'd like to go see up north as well, Sapporo. Hopefully see some rural places. Yeah.
Yeah, lovely. Okay, thank you.
3 weeks for me, 3-4 weeks. I plan to leave Tokyo soon. We're planning to go possibly Nagano, and Sapporo is another place I want to go to. Towards the end of my trip, I'm planning to go to Okinawa as well.
Very, very nice.
Just something different from the rest of Japan.
Totally,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, pretty similar ideas. I'm just excited to sort of hopefully go to some places that I don't expect to go to.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, it's nice to have like no plan, because then you have like all the opportunities, right? And I just want to clarify for the viewers that these guys actually met whilst in Japan, so you're not actually friends from before, are you? Do you want to say how you met?
Yeah, we just like 2 days ago, just in a hostel over there, just in the elevator going down, and I think there's quite a thing when you can tell someone is also like traveling, and I don't know, it's quite easy to start conversations when that happens. So yeah, it was pretty fluid.
Yeah, lovely. That's so cool. You're making friends already. Okay, so I'd like to know, how many days have you been here, by the way, each of you?
I think this is my 4th day.
What is today? Today's Thursday?
I think today's Thursday.
3 days. 3
It
days.
is Thursday.
3 days.
Okay, 3 days, 4 days. Okay, and what have you seen so far that you found really interesting or different to your own culture? It could be Japanese culture, Japanese people, anything at all, even if it's small.
The thing that I've noticed the most, and that I think is really like really cool, but also like nice to see, is there's specific jobs that people have where I feel like back home or in other Western countries, they don't do the job with as much pride. So for example, you see people stood by the escalators who are like sort of escalator wardens or controlling the buses, and everything they do is with like so much pride and passion, and they take their job so seriously. And back home, I feel as though that's not something which you see as much, and it's so nice to see. And it's also it's nice to see them doing their job, and they look like they're really happy and proud to do it. So that's something I've noticed.
That's such a good point. Yeah, excellent.
I feel that Japanese are very respectable and well-mannered. Like, you don't see anybody littering. They're very good with their customer service, and you don't always have that in other parts of the world. Yeah.
Would you say that Japan's quite a unique country, or?
Yeah, 100%. I mean, it's very, very different to stuff that I've experienced before. It's super unique and different, but it feels very unique and different in a very like controlled way. Like, it's very specific and systematic with how it's unique, if that makes sense.
Yeah, totally. Yeah. It's got like a more of a traditional vibe, not like it's not like loud and shouting and trying to be all new and different. Yeah.
It's the sort of place where you can come and experience something very, very different, but you don't feel as though you're being pushed into something which you're not in control of. I've been to other places that are very, very different as well, where things feel a bit more sort of wild. Here is like super fun and unique, but it has that sort of system and control to it, which is quite relaxing at the same time.
Yeah, lovely, okay.
Oh, I've got nothing to add.
Okay. So you mentioned earlier about how Japan seems to be this travel hotspot around the world. Do you want to share a little bit about like why you think that is? Like what is attracting people from all over the globe to Japan?
I'm just gonna say there's a lot to do in Japan. You know, there's old things like, you know, your shrines and your temples, but then there's new stuff like Shibuya and all your shops, which some countries they don't always have that. It's all either one or the other. So that's what I'd say.
Yeah, great point. Okay.
I think it's probably a lot to do with social media. I think a lot of people, sort of me and Luca's age, are going to see stuff online and then be attracted to go there. Not because they want to copy other people, but because they're seeing it and then realizing how great it looks or how cool it looks. I think that's probably the main reason for our generation. And then obviously what they're seeing is that it looks so different. I think the reason why probably then people are actually going is because although it's a long flight, when you get here, travel is super easy around. It's relatively cheap for for my currency, for Luca's currency as well. And there's so much content that's made here. It's very easy to go online and quickly see sort of the stuff you might want to go see, the places you might want to stay. So it's sort of accessible in that way.
Yeah. That's a very good point about it being such, like, it's just exploded on social media. And in a way, I think social media is like kind of advertising people
100%.
coming to Japan.
Yeah, it is a constant advert online for these sort of places. And you just don't see that same sort of push for other destinations as much. I think a lot of East Asia is seeing that. Other parts of the world, not so much.
What have you seen on social media? It could be like a food, a restaurant, a location in Japan, a little quirk of Japan that you kind of thought, I want to see it with my own eyes as opposed to just online.
Shibuya's one.
Yeah,
obviously Shibuya.
I think there's obviously always the really obvious stuff that you see sort of plastered online all the time, like Shibuya, the bullet trains. But for me, I really liked the idea of going to those sort of like really quiet, quaint rural villages. They're not as easy to get to, and it's not really obvious where to go, but sort of that like super traditional aesthetic, if you will. That's what really appeals to me.
Yeah, and I think that's kind of where you do actually see like the real Japan or the magic of Japan. Yeah.
And obviously the food's like a major thing as well. Katsu curry is like exploded on in like Australia, in England. Everyone's eating it now, and obviously that's like sort of the ramen as well and stuff like that. People want to come and try sort of where it's actually from and hopefully experience a much nicer version of it. So yeah.
Yeah, lovely.
Some of the same stuff with him. Like I did plan on going to some of the rural areas, and I feel like you can't find places like that in Australia. I know Japan's just really unique, even with their convenience stores. You know, Australia doesn't compare in that way.
Does Australia have convenience stores?
Yeah, you got 7-Eleven service stations, but you can't get the cheap food, quality food in Australia like you can in Japan. And you can't go at 2 in the morning, you know?
Yeah. I noticed that you had a coffee cup, which I thought, is that from a convenience store?
No, it's from the hostel I'm staying at.
Okay.
But yeah, now the hard part is going to find a bin. That's find the bin for it.
But just, on the topic of food and convenience stores, what are like your top 3 things that you have to try?
Ooh, top 3 things. I think you've got to try some of the the ramen from, I'm probably going to butcher the pronunciation, but it's the ramen chain with the orange sign and the vending machine outside where you order it from there.
I can't help you, I'm afraid, because
One near our hostel.
There's loads of them.
Yeah.
The orange sign. And then you've got, everyone says the egg sandwich.
Egg sando, yeah.
There's that. And what do you think?
For me, I like okonomiyaki and takoyaki. Those are some of my favorites.
Yeah, and the donburi is pretty good, the donburi. I think the best thing is just like go in and look at something you think's really unusual and eat that.
Totally.
Yeah. The egg sandwich is maybe a little bit overhyped in my opinion.
I saw one thing, and I don't know if you've seen this, maybe you have. Someone got an egg sandwich, or egg sando, and then got a fami chiki, like you get at the register, and they put it in the egg sandwich. And I don't eat gluten nor meat, but somehow I was like, that looks really, really good.
Yeah, I see that there's a thing where they like sort of do their own custom builds with
Yeah.
the 7-Eleven stuff. I haven't tried it yet.
Okay,
but-
well, maybe that's later on in the adventure. Yeah, well, it sounds like you've both got a really good attitude towards this trip. You're just going in, see what happens, and yeah, explore Japan. So I will let you continue. Thank you so much for your time, and yeah, enjoy Japan.
Arigato.